Okay, after we already load ink to the print head and also we have a good node check print, then we can start to do the next calibration. Because we installed the print head on the printer, so we must adjust the print head physical position to be sure the print head installed with good position on the vertical and horizontal. So we just go to open the control software and we choose more from here. And here have a vertical test. We just press vertical test. Then the printer will start to print a vertical test picture out. So from here we can see some lines printed out. From here. So from this picture, we can move to place up to move the film a little bit front to be able to see. So from here we can see there are some lines printed out. So from the picture we can see there are some lines printed out for the vertical calibration to adjust the printing head is installed where or not. So on this picture, they printed by two pass. This one is the first pass, and this one is the second pass. We must be sure the top and the bottom of the first pass and second pass. So this is the first pass, the second pass. We must be sure it connects with each other without overlap. That means it's printed with a straight line. It's printed out by this way. The first pass print out a line like this. And then second time printed also the same line as this. The first and second pass must be connect each other straight with the straight lines. So if the print out quality picture as this, the first pass print out like this, and the second time print out like this, it's not connect with each other. It's overlap to left. It's overlap to left. So we need to go to the print head. Then we go to print head. And we will find out there are some screws to lock the print head. So we can press left to move out the carriage. That will be better to see. So from the print head, we can see they have 1, 2, 3, 4 printing head to lock the printing head adapter board to the top, the bottom board. So if we have an overlap like this to left, then that means the printing head we installed is not vertical and horizontal with the flat bed. So we need to change. If we have overlap to left, then we rotate the printing head to left a little bit. So we loosen the fourth screw and then we adjust a little bit to top for the angle to move the printing head to left a little bit. But if the print out quality is the picture is overlap to right like this, sorry, like this. So that means the printing head is overlap without vertical. So that means we need to turn around the printing head to right. So we just go to the print head, and then we adjust the print loosen screw, 1, 2, 3, 4 screw, and we move the print head a little bit to right. Anyway, we must be sure we have good print out quality. The first pass and the second pass with a straight line like this. So this is a good print head installation. And also from the print out picture, it have white. This is the color print head print out test picture. And from beside of the color, yes. And besides the color, there's also have white lines printed out from here. See the lines. So also we just check if the white print head also have good position without overlap to right and to left. So if we have the color lines overlap to left or to right, so we just go to the print head and we adjust the color print head screws, 4 screws. Please remember, we not adjust the print head position. We just adjust the print head adapter board. This small adapter aluminum board to load print head position to be sure have good print out quality. So this is in one word, if we have lines not straight for color, then we move the color print head at the back side. If we don't have a good lines for white here, then we just move the white print head at the front. We must be sure the first pass and second pass, the bottom of the first pass and the top of the second pass have a straight line coming out, not overlap like this to left or like this overlap to right. All of this is wrong. It's wrong wrong installation, and the straight one is correct. So we must be sure straight line like this for both white print head and the color print head. Otherwise, we cannot get a good print quality. Okay, after we have a good alignment calibration for the print head physical vertical calibration, then we go to next calibration. We open the control software and we go to the bidirection alignment. Because right now we print by one way. For faster speed, we can choose to print it with bidirection. So if we want to print with bidirection for high speed, we need to do some small alignment calibration. So we just also load the film to the printer and be sure all the nozzle is good. Then we click the bidirection alignment. Right now the number is 28. So first we just print, click print, click here directly, then we start to print the directly. Now it's written to the board, and then the printer starts to print the bidirection parameter picture. So from here we can see there are some lines printed out, and also we just find out the bottom and the top lines must be straight. Cover overlap must be no overlap, and it is must be covered. The bottom, the top, we must be sure 0 is the best. So from here we can see the bottom and the top and also the middle, the 3 part of lines are covered for left to right perfectly. So if it's not good, then we need to put a number which one is the best. We first find out which line is the best. For example, these lines, the bottom is moved to, is overlap to right, and then the -2 start to overlap to left from the bottom and the top. Here, the lines. This is not strict. So we just find out which one is the best. So for example, this one, the 0 is not the best. The -1 is the best. -1 is the best. Anyway, we must be sure after alignment, 0 line is the best without any overlap for bad selection. So by this way, we just put -1 to the number. So just remember that -1 line is the best. Then we go to the software, and right now the number is 28. So 28 -1 will be 27. So we just put 27 on the software. So please remember, we must add the number to the correct setting, but not put -1 directly. So before it's 28, and we find out the -1 cable, -1 line is the best. So we just 28 plus -1 will be equal to 27. So we put the 27 on the port here, and then we do the bad selection alignment again to check if we have a good calibration after we did put the number. So this is the latest lines we print out after we did the calibration. So first we check if 0 is the best. So from here we can see the 0 cable, 0 lines, print out the line is struck from bottom to top. And this one is without print number, is before we alignment. It's not struck, has some overlap. Right now, after we put the number -1 to the software, so now we got a good alignment. 0 is struck, no overlap to left or to right. So this is one is good setting. And this one is not perfect. So we can see this is the first print, and this is after alignment print. 0 is best without overlap to bottom or to top. So this is the bad selection calibration. So in one word, just remember, we must be sure the 0 position the lines without any overlap to left or to right. Otherwise, we cannot get a good bad selection printing. So this is the procedure to do the bad selection alignment. So after we got a good bad selection alignment, we can start to do the 2 heads alignment. Before we do the alignment, we must be sure which kind of speed model we are using right now. So for example, right now, all the settings are under speed 2. So we choose speed 2 to do the alignment. After we do speed 2, we can also test the speed 1 model. We just remember each bad selection 2-head alignment, vertical and horizontal, must be under each speed model. If you change the speed model from 2 to 1, we need to do the setting for 1 also. So we need to setting the calibration for both speed model 1 and 2. So right now we test the speed 2 for high speed. So now we start to do the 2 heads alignment. For vertical, this is for vertical, and this is for horizontal. This is for horizontal and this is for vertical. That means we must be sure the picture printed out, the color layer is on the top of the white layer, exactly same position without any overlap. So we also just click the 2-head alignment. And also, if we change any setting parameter on software, we must press save to be sure the parameter is saved by the software. So now we do the alignment for 2 print head horizontal. We place 2 head alignment. Then the printer will start to print the 2 print head alignment for horizontal. So first is print on the color layer, then print the white layer. Also, we can see some lines print out. Maybe it's hard to see, then we print again. We go to 2 head alignment under speed 2 and click 2 head alignment. So here we can see first print out the color layer, then white layer. Then here we can see the lines print out. Also, we just find out first 0. If 0 is the best, we must be sure the white on the middle is struck with the color layer on top and bottom. So other number we can see the +3 is white ink overlap to left, and when we move to -3, it's overlap to right. It's not good. And 0 is the best. 0 is the best. It's struck. So this is good for overlap. No overlap. It's good alignment. So just remember, we must be sure the 0 lines, the white layer, the color layer is without overlap. Okay, so after we have a good alignment for 2 head horizontal, then we can do the next step to do the calibration for the 2 heads of vertical calibration. So first, also we first check we are alignment under the speed 2 faster speed model. Then right now the number is -4. Right now we're not sure it's good or not, so we just place vertical distance calibration, and then the printer starts to print a picture out. First is the color layer, color lines, then print out the white lines. So see from here we can see the lines. First we find out 0. Right now we can see that 0 is not the best. It's overlapped to top. And then the white for -1 is best. And when go to -2, then the white layer start to overlap to bottom. So 0 is not best, but the -1 is the best. So we find out the best lines first. Remember, -1 is the best. Then we go back to the software and we find out the number right now is -4. So -4 plus -1 equal to -5. Then we put -5 to the software. Then we must remember we must press the save the parameter. We press again, then it shows parameter no change. That means written to the board already. Then we press the vertical distance again under speed 2. then we can find out the lines. We check if 0 is the best. So right now we can see the 0 is the best. There's no overlap to bottom or to top for the white layer and the color layer lines. So that means the calibration for the vertical for two heads is good. You can see again, you can see the black line and the white lines cross with each other under 0 position. So 0 is the best. That means the calibration is finished, it's good. And right now the vertical distance for two heads is -5. So all the setting we are under speed 2. After we alignment speed 2, then we back to speed 1 for normal speed. Speed 2 is for high speed. Speed 1 is for normal speed. Then we press save. And then we check if the auto setting is also good under speed 1. First, also we do the bad direction alignment. Do all the procedure as before. Press the bad direction alignment under speed 1. And then we see if 0 is the best. So right now for the lines we can see the 0 is the best on bottom and the top. It's strict. Other line is overlap. So 0 already is the best, so we don't need to change it. So we just keep the default setting as 31. Then we go to check the two heads alignment. We can move the film a little bit to front. I press the down number to have enough gap for printing. Then we go to software, and then we check speed 1 already, and we place the two head alignment for the white printing head and color printing head. We place two head alignments. First is the color layer and the white layer. Now so we find out if 0 is the best without overlap. So from these lines, we can see 0 already is the best, no overlap. So that means even on middle speed, the setting is good. So we don't change it. Then we go to do the vertical distance test. We press vertical distance test calibration. Then the printer starts to print out a vertical calibration picture out. Here we also check if 0 is closed. So from these lines, we can clearly to see that 0 already closed with each other. It's the best. And -1 and +1 is not good. So that means the setting for the middle speed, normal speed also no need to change. So this the auto setting for two print head, left, right, bottom, top, offset, calibration. After we finish for the setting of this, then we go to do the small alignment for the step alignment. This number we don't need to change. We already changed for test for before delivery. We just do some small alignments, little alignments. So we just press the tuner number from here to check if the step is okay. Then print start to print a step alignment picture out. And then we find out the lines print out. There are 2 black lines print out. And also we just find out which line is the best. We must be sure 0 is the best. 0 occurs with each other. So from these lines we can see clearly 0 is solid. It's the best. So other lines have overlap from bottom to top or from top to bottom. It's not good. So that means the step is good, 0 without change. No need to do any change for the little alignment for a step. So if you don't have good alignment, you just put a number here. For example, right now, if the print out picture show the -2 is the best, so just a plus, put -2. If -1 is good, put -1. Then don't forget to place calculate. After we place calculate, so now 0 is the best. We just put 0, and we place calculate, and then place save. Right now it's no need setting change, so it's no setting. So anyway, we must be sure the 2 lines print out must be closed at 0 position without overlap. So this is the procedure to do the calibration for step. So from now on, it's all the setting of the print head vertical, horizontal, and color offset to left, to right, to bottom, to top. Another step calibration. All the settings from this interface. So the calibration is finished. We can do the next operation. Thank you.